Now, I'm not saying that my YouTube channel stalled my progress on the Milan Art Program, but it definitely didn't help. I had 4 hours of footage on this charcoal sketch, which is way more than I really need, and that was just one of 4 assignments that made up this 1 week of the Milan program. Well, this is an excuse, of course, but I got sort of smacked down by life, and the last thing that I had was the mental energy for editing all of this footage, and I got stuck. And frankly, I'm still stuck because of the weight of all of this footage. And even though my ability to edit and make a video has improved over this period of time, I weirdly couldn't move on to the next lesson because this was still unfinished. And having a total of about 10 hours of footage for this 1 week of class and figuring out how to deal with it and tell a story, it was just all too much. It's an excuse, but it's also a reason because I was struggling at this time with a tremendous amount of stress and depression. So while I make this charcoal sketch, it took 3 hours, and the strategy is you complete the background with kind of a mid-tone of charcoal, and then you add in your darks and your lights. So you see I've got this flat mid-tone color in the back, and now I'm sketching out the books, and I'll add in darks and then pull out lights using addition and subtraction of charcoal. So sometimes I smear it with a brush, sometimes I take it out with an eraser. So you'll see all of that over here. And I just want to talk about what I was experiencing in my life at this time, because a whole lot of time has passed since this sketch was made. I recorded this sketch almost a year ago. No, I'm sorry, over a year ago now. About a year and 3 months ago is when this sketch was recorded. And the footage has just been sitting here, as well as my participation in the Milan Art Program. It has absolutely nothing to do with the program itself and everything to do with where I was in life. I was struck down. I was depressed, I was under a tremendous amount of stress, and I stopped being able to create art. See, I am a small owner in a company. I own, 5% of the company, very small owner. And that company hadn't made payroll for a couple of months. We asked people to work at, partial salaries, and it was stressful. And I volunteered to give up my salary so that we could pay more of our team for months. And my savings were rapidly dwindling. And then I started to go into debt. And I'd been debt-free for only about a year at this point. I had just paid off my student loans at 52, I guess I was. 52 years old. I had just paid off my student loans. So going back into debt kind of took a mental toll on me. And then I needed to borrow money from my sister, who, to her credit, she actually offered it to me before I asked. I didn't ask for it. She said, "I'm going to send this to you." But that messed with my head too, because I've never borrowed money before. And it all just weighed really, really heavily on me. Now, I know art is so that you can express your feelings, so that you can put those emotions onto paper and use them in your art, but I am incapable of that. Depression and stress and burnout makes creativity impossible for me, and I become hard on myself. I can't get past the ugly stage that every painting goes through, and no matter how many times I tell myself the ugly stage is natural and expected, there's a disconnect that happens to me when the darkness comes. And it's that I blame myself for everything. I blamed myself for my company failing, even though I wasn't the one calling the shots, not even close. I blame myself for not speaking up more aggressively when I saw things going off the rails. I should have said something. I should have used my seat at the table to fight for what I believed was right. But here's the frustrating thing about having a voice but not a vote. You're ineffective. And I've always had a the buck stops here approach to leadership. And with that comes a lot of self-imposed blame. So I just stopped. I stopped making any kind of art that challenged me. Although I did continue sketching and making easy illustrations and doodles, and my Mori months, art has still been part of my life. But the big art, the hard art, the learning, the building an art business, all of that stopped. I stopped putting myself out there in any way. I stopped posting on this channel. I stopped posting on my social media. I went and found a few different jobs and gigs to keep me afloat, but the burnout was intense. I could do little more than stare at the TV when I wasn't working. And most of the time, I wouldn't even be able to tell you what I was watching. Eventually, things eased up. I cut back on work a couple months ago, and I made the decision to stay underemployed, even if it means things aren't great for us for a bit. And doing so has allowed me to rest, has allowed me to heal. And I'm just starting to get back to myself. I'm just starting to be able to create art again. And I've actually spent a few hours at the easel. So healing is happening. Back to this charcoal sketch, you can see me adding in darks and lights. This is my really first second charcoal sketch. I had done only 2 of them in the program. One was the first portrait of Marilyn Monroe, and then this larger still life that I set up. And I really liked this process, but I have got to learn to stop dragging my hand across the page. Eventually, I just stopped trying to do anything in the lower right corner of the page until I finished the upper left side of it, because I had so much charcoal on the back of my hand and I kept wiping out things that I had worked on. I think that's why this took me almost 4 hours, because I kept erasing the work that I was doing. But I really enjoyed the process because not worrying about color allows you to focus on more important things. So here I'm focusing on value. I'm really trying to get the value relationship between the different colors in the books, the colors and highlights on that glass jar that's holding the plant, and this Wonder Woman bust, which is, a favorite of mine. It's so kind of comically formal. And here you can see me using an eraser. So I've got some charcoal pencils to get some fine details. I have that eraser to pull out some of the charcoal to make things lighter. And I am just playing with the values back and forth. I had a lot of fun. And I'm looking forward to my next charcoal piece. I need to do the next one. So now, where I am with Milan. Once again, this has absolutely nothing to do with the Milan Art Program. They couldn't help me through my depression. I am the only one that could do that. And eventually it worked. The Milan Art Program has always been there for me, and I am eager to get back into it. I am halfway through the next section on fat over lean, and I'm remembering the joy that I experienced with this one, the Alla Prima still lifes. I really loved this week's lesson 1.4. I think Alla Prima still life is where I'm going to wind up being as an artist, but who knows, because I don't know. I just remember really, really enjoying those paintings, although I haven't done one since. So I've just worked through, in real time, I've just worked through the fat over lean section, or at least I did over the last couple of months as I'm trying to get back to the easel. And it has not been fun for me. And much of it is probably still related to the depression that I'm experiencing and working through. I need to build my confidence up again. And I keep telling myself the only way that I am going to do that is by getting to the easel. So I am going to run through this footage and make some videos. I'm going to release them all because I feel burdened if I don't. That's why I took the time to record them. So I'm going to release those other two videos, and they aren't going to be really well edited. They're going to be a lot like this, where you can just maybe hear me babble, maybe listen to some music, but mostly just enjoy watching me create art. And I hope you do, because I certainly enjoy watching other people create art. I'm sorry we're almost off the page here and my hair keeps getting in the way. In fact, the next video that I release is going to be about sunflowers, a sunflower painting that I did, and I kept putting my big old head and half of my body in the way of that painting as well. So you see me with bigger, darker sticks of charcoal, and then I'm blending it with a brush to fill in all the little cracks and white spaces in the paper. I'm trying to get the value right here under the book, that really, really dark value. I'm trying to put that in. And I also have a white charcoal pencil in my hand for the really bright spots. So you can see I've used that on the words art and color in the books themselves. And now I'm finally putting that book in. I've reached the point where I'm no longer going to be dragging my hand across that part of the page, so I can focus on that book. And I use some white charcoal to get in the highlights of the paper and the shine of that paper. And I'm using some charcoal to draw in my glasses. These were fun, these glasses. It was a nice, delicate addition to the piece. And there's shine on the glass. I really like charcoal other than the messiness. So it is very important when you paint in charcoal, or I suppose it is painting in a way. When you draw or paint in charcoal, it's very important to have something to seal your work, especially if it's in, a book or loose paper or pretty much anywhere. You'll want to seal your charcoal because it is so easy to wipe out your work and your intention, and I didn't want to do that. So at the end of this, you will see me pick up the Krylon Fixative and spray Fixative on that charcoal. So now I can run my hands over it and the charcoal won't come up and the page will not blur. I'm adding in some of the details on that page. The shine on the glass is just really working on refining this bottom part of the piece. There's the shadow that the glasses are making. This is a lot of detail, but I loved it. I crave making detail. And here I am, May 24th. And that was May 24th of last year, more than a year ago. And I am finally releasing this video out into the world. Thanks for your patience waiting for it to come. Oh, there's the fixative I use. Thanks for your patience waiting for this video. I appreciate all of the people who take the time to watch my artwork, and I'll see you in the next sketch.